Welcome, people of Planet Earth and all planets beyond. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Josh, and my family and I buy and sell things from thrift stores, yard sales, flea markets, wherever we can find them, and flip them onto websites like eBay, Mercari, Poshmark, Depop, etc. And these are going to be our top 3 thrift finds of the week, but we're also going to mix it up a little bit because of sort of the availability and schedule of the week. Can't do our normal live stream. We're going to open up some mystery rag bags. So let's check it out. So, like I said, we're going to do a few things today. We're going to show you some of our best finds this week, our top 3. And then we're going to open up 2 mystery rag bags since we can't do our normal live stream on a Monday at 7. In the future, we will be doing our mystery bag live streams at 7 p.m. on a Monday, so join us if you will. So let's go ahead and get into the top 3. First off, we got this t-shirt. Actually, not even a t-shirt. It's a Western shirt. This is an H-Bar-C California Ranch wear, probably from the 70s. This thing is gorgeous. It's got this amazing embroidery on the front and the back. This is the bald eagle version. I'm not sure quite what that means. But these Western shirts go for, even upwards of $150. This one, considering the design, the condition, and the embroidery and stuff, I think we could probably get up around $100. This thing is super duper cool. Definitely got some of the coolest embroidery I've seen on one of these before. So super good find here. Next up, we have this t-shirt. This is a number 2. And it's this Jesus tee, this vintage Jesus tee on the Toltecs tag. If you look closely, this is that, I believe this is that art piece. I can't remember the name of the artist, but it's a real famous Jesus tee. But this is on like a green, blue, like tie-dyed t-shirt. This is one of the coolest Jesus tees I've found in a while. Unfortunately, it has a couple of holes, but still a dope tee nonetheless, in size large. It has the Isaiah 53:5 on the back. Super sick. Definitely a dope Jesus tee. Got, again, a few more holes. But super sick at number 2. I don't know what the price of this is, considering the condition it's in and stuff. I just think it's a super dope tee. Might keep it for myself, but might throw it up and see what we can find. I know the all-over print version does go for quite a bit of money, so who knows. Now, before we get to our mystery rag bags, here is number 1. Number 1 is actually a bunch of stuff. It's all this right here. Yes, we have a bunch of vintage Bagley fishing lures from the 70s and the 80s. In fact, this one, I think this one right here just sold. But anyway, this is dope. All of these lures I got for $1 at the thrift store. Turns out some of these lures go for as much as $350. Now, none of those are probably in the $30 to $50 range, most of them. Some of them maybe a little bit less, and some of them maybe even a bit more towards $70 and $80. But I knew nothing about lures, and I still don't know much about lures until I saw them in the thrift store, and I was like, I need to check this out. They're $1 a piece. I decided to buy 24 of them. There are a few more that I should have bought, but I didn't want to be too greedy. Actually, I really just didn't want to spend money on something I didn't know about. So I only kind of split the baby in half on that one. Unfortunately, when I got back and did all the research, I found out some of these are worth quite a bit of money potentially. Already sold a few already in the first day or 2 of being listed. So definitely off to a good start. It's a good season to sell fishing lures. But if you ever come across old looking packaging and in a box fishing lures, definitely take a look at them, pick them up probably, because there's a lot of collectors actually for vintage fishing lures, and there's just enthusiasts who love to go back to their same crankbait or whatever that they've been using for years, and they need to find a new one. So definitely a great flip right there. It's gonna $24 into probably several hundred. So definitely love to see it, and always learning a new category. Well, that was number 1. So let's go ahead and get into the mystery rag bags. This is what they look like. If you've never seen one of our live streams, we open up bags just like this that we buy from a local thrift store. And they basically put a lot of the t-shirts they can't sell on the floor into these things and sell them. And we search them for vintage t-shirts. Right now, we only had 2 this week, which is kind of odd. We normally get quite a bit more, but they just weren't putting them out this week. So we'll make this somewhat quick. We have found some pretty amazing bangers. This tee right here and the backside was a tee that we pulled from one of these bags a while back. Stayed in my collection. What do we got here? I don't think that's that old. Sometimes we hit, sometimes we don't. And you know what? We never really know. We got that #1 dad swag right here. Father's Day is coming up, so maybe pick that one up for your dad. We got the Chaps Ralph Lauren. We got the vintage Chaps Ralph Lauren. Probably not something I'm going to keep just because it's, nothing particularly exciting. But it is a vintage polo shirt because Ralph Lauren took their branding off of the Chaps brand in the late 90s. Alright, so let's hope we find something because the last few bags of the last couple weeks have been pretty boring. Pretty poor, even after like about a month of just like straight heat where we were pulling off some incredible pieces almost weekly. It felt like we were just hitting some super awesome tees. We've slowed down quite a bit on the vintage tee train. We have the New School Friends tee in size like small girl size. Those t-shirts are a dime a dozen these days. We got the Izod. What's this? We got something maybe here. We got the 5 Mile Chinook 3 Walker Ridge. I don't know what this is, but it is a vintage tee. It's a bit older. Late 90s, early 2000s on the Gildan. Don't know what it is. Might hold on to it. Looks like it might be vintage, or at least a bit older. On the cusp of vintage. But we do this on Monday nights. Hang out. Just have a good time. 7 p.m. Lots of great resellers in the chat. Great at answering questions. You can ask me questions. We actually play a game called Guess the Tee. And if you have posted a t-shirt link of a t-shirt that you want to pick in a Discord chat that we have, you can join our Discord. And in that channel, you can actually put your pick for a t-shirt in there. And if somehow that t-shirt ends up coming out of the bag, it's yours for free. So it's a fun little game we play. You can check out our Discord. The link will be in the description. And hopefully join us and hang out and talk shop if you're a reseller, if you just like vintage. We do a little bit of all of that. So far, not hitting anything crazy, which is not unusual. It's just sort of sometimes just the way the game goes. We could end up with nothing. We could end up with everything. We have found some pretty amazing teas in the past, so it's kind of funny. Tea fishing cheaper than therapy. Probably sell that right along with all those lures I have right there. Sometimes those t-shirts sell just fine, so I can try to make my money back. These bags cost about $6 a piece, so definitely try to find ways to do that. I do sell off some of the towels to a couple places from time to time, but for the most part, it's all got to be taken care of otherwise. So coming down to the end of this bag, not looking too hot, unfortunately. It doesn't look like we're going to find anything super dope, but you never know. In the last couple of teas could be crazy. Didn't find really hardly anything particularly old, which is sort of the sign that, if you don't see even like random other teas, got one more bag, then you may not have anything. So it's always a good sign when you see some old teas, even if they're not cool or bangers. So people ask me all the time, this is actually not that old. Okay. People ask me all the time, where can I buy these rag bags? Well, you can't. I'm not telling you where I buy my rag bags. I'll tell you it's a local thrift store. But if you want to try to find your own, lots of local thrift stores have to get rid of their t-shirts or their stock that they don't think they can sell on the floor for whatever reason. They have to sell it somewhere. Sometimes they have deals with, this is cool Vans, like crop top, but wow, it's wide. Not vintage, but so what you can do, so you can just talk to your local thrift stores, not probably the chain ones. Sometimes the chains will do it, but most of the time it's the small local thrift stores, and say, hey, you got any, rags of t-shirts, bags of, junk t-shirts, and they may have them. That's how my store did it, and there's other people in the community who have found these t-shirts for sale, or these types of bags for sale at their thrift stores, and they do really well on them and have a lot of fun and find some really cool stuff. Sometimes they, oh, that's cool. We got a Treasure Planet tee. It's just a kid's version of this. Were an adult version, this probably would have been much better. But Yeah, so they do real well, and sometimes you hit, sometimes you lose, or win, sometimes you lose. So look for one yourself. We got a Nike baseball tee, it's got the gray tag, so it's like early 2000s. Might hold on to that one. But yeah, go check out your local thrift store, see if they have these. We got something cool. We got a vintage tee. This one's cool. It's a physical therapy tee, but check out the back. This thing is sick. It's reaching for excellence physical therapy. It's like do without skin. It's pretty crazy. It's on the Fruit of the Loom Best XL. This is a cool tee. Vintage tee. Got a little bit of staining. Might need to be nice to get a little bit of bleach, but definitely a dope graphic on the back for sure. So that's cool. Not bad. Probably, can get a little bit out of that to make up my investment here. I'm not. Oh, we got a vintage Adidas tee. So not too bad. We got some late 90s stuff here. So that's not too bad. Pretty good. Maybe there's a few more surprises here at the end. Would be nice. Found a couple things just to surprise us. Just to make our day a little bit brighter. But, who knows. Nope. For that physical therapy tee, sometimes... Oh, we got something cool here. I'm not sure if this is legit or not. We got an Air Jordan tee. The Flight. This is not like one of the older vintage ones. It's obviously a little bit newer, and it's possible it's not even legit. I need to do a little bit of research on the Jordan tees, but this t-shirt, if it's legit, will sell, even if it is new school. So, not bad there. Not bad at all. Alright, let's see. It's another Jordan. Oh, this is kind of cool. It's like another Jordan Nike NCAA Champions UNC tee. That's not bad. That would probably sell. We got somebody who is a Jordan UNC fan. We got a vintage Hard Rock New York t-shirt. So we got some vintage coming out. Not bad. It's a little dirty. Can use a cleaning. Single stitch. So we got a few things made in USA. Not too bad. This last bag is shaping up to be halfway decent. We got a Fruit of the Loom Best. Nothing. We got some towels that we'll need to send off to some shops. And we finish it off with not much. So, we got the Hard Rock, we got the UNC, we got the Jordan tee, the Flight, we got the vintage Adidas. We got this really cool physical therapy tee. We got the Nike baseball from the early 2000s, and that is about it. So not too bad, not too good. Probably middle of the road. Makes my money back and maybe a little bit of profit on top, but not too much. But that is all right. We'll save it for another day. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.